Like if it wasn't for the word of God, then there would be like I just wouldn't be some places, right? And I would be just struggling in my life because I need that word, right? I need that truth. The Bible says it's sharper than a double-edged sword that cuts the bone from the marrow. That's sharp. Okay, that's sharp. So today I want to talk for a second just about like there is a major issue right now that we cannot continue to pass over. We can't continue to brush by. And it's something that I like to call stinking thinking, right? Stinking thinking. This is something that a coach used to always say to me growing up, or even it was a teacher. They'd be like, "You're thinking. It's just terrible." And and the thing that I later began to grow and better understand, and really it began to make sense in my mind. It began to get through my mind, right? That if you are somebody who thinks that you can do something, or you're somebody who thinks that you can't do something, at the end of the day, you're usually both right. I'm gonna say it one more time. And this is another quote I borrowed from somewhere else. But it says, if you think you can do something, or if you think you can't do something, usually you're both right. So what does that mean, John? What are we even talking about today? So we're diving into the book of Jeremiah, and y'all, Jeremiah is somebody who's known as the weeping prophet. Is how he's described, the weeping prophet. So imagine somebody who has a heart so much for people that they want to make sure that people are able to be fruitful. They want to make sure that people are able to be successful. They want to make sure that people are able to move forward and progress. Imagine that you have a heart so much for people that you just constantly like cry out, you pour out, you pray out, just to make sure that they're able to achieve and get to where God has called them to be. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 4 is where we're going to start today. And I'm going to go ahead and read on down. And the text says, "Now the word of the Lord came to me saying, before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. And before you were born, I consecrated you. I have appointed you as a prophet to the nations. Then I said, O Lord God, behold, I do not know how to speak, because I am a youth. But the Lord said to me, do not say I am a youth, because everywhere I send you, you shall go." Okay. "And all that I command you, you shall speak. Do not be afraid of them, for I am with you to save you, declares the Lord. Then the Lord stretched out his hand and touched my mouth, and the Lord said to me, behold, I have put my words in your mouth. See, I have appointed you this day over the nations and over the kingdoms, to root out and to tear down, to destroy and to overthrow, to build and to plant." Come on, somebody. If y'all not fired up on this Monday momentum, I don't know what's going to get you fired up. So look, let's go ahead and rewind back in the text. Let's rewind. So at the top of the text, this is God speaking to Jeremiah saying, before I formed you in the womb, I already knew you, right? All those of you who are out there, before you were formed in your mom's womb, God knew what you were going to be capable of. God knew what you were going to do. Uh-oh. Okay, good. Okay, good. Thank you, Lou's experience. Thank you. I appreciate that, brother. Okay, I'm gonna get Lou, are we good now, Lou? We good? We good? Lou's experience. We good? Um, so yeah. Okay, so God's saying, before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. I knew what you were going to be capable of. I knew the gifts that you were going to have. I knew the talents that you were going to bring. I knew what you were already going to complete before your time was done here on earth, before you even came. That's cold right there. Right. So begin to imagine that, like wherever you are right now, whatever space you are in right now, whatever stage you're in your life, and you might feel like I can't, I don't have a gift. I'm not talented. But no, God is saying, this is what he's saying to Jeremiah. And by him saying this to Jeremiah, we can read this and we can say, you know what? I think there's something that applies for me there as well. Okay. Because you don't want to misquote or take text out of context. But then he said, before you were born, I consecrated you and I appointed you already. I appointed you to the prophet of the nations. Some of us today have already been appointed to do a thing, to be a place, to be in a position that we may not even feel like we're qualified for. But guess what? God qualified you, right? Then look, Jeremiah said back to him in verse 6. He said, "Oh Lord God, behold, I don't know how to speak because I am a youth." How many times have we done this? Right? And this just isn't Jeremiah, but how many times has a parent, as a teacher, as a coach, told us that they felt and knew, right? They felt and knew that we were capable of a position they put us in. But then we tried to counter that. We're like, no, I can't do that. I can't do. I'm not good at math. No, I can't write on the board. I'm not good at spelling. And they're like, no, that doesn't matter. I called you to go to the board, right? I called you to the board. It don't matter if you feel that you're good at it or not. I called you to go up there, right? And that's what God's saying here in the text to Jeremiah. Just like it says right here in verse 7. But the Lord said to me, do not say I am a youth. Right? He's saying, but I'm too young. I'm too young. But the Lord is saying, do not say that I am a youth. Because everywhere I send you, you shall go. And all that I command you, you shall speak. He's telling him, your age right now is irrelevant. Aaliyah told us before, age ain't nothing but a number. And that's what God is saying here in the text to Jeremiah. He's saying, whoa. Bro, you can say you're a youth. That's great. But what I'm calling you to and what I expect you to do still needs to happen. So that excuse is irrelevant. We don't have time for that right now, right? We don't got time for that. And then he said, all that I've commanded you, you shall speak. So I'm giving you the words to speak. I'm giving you what you need to say. And you need to take this forward because this is my commandment. I command you. I'm not asking you. Right? I'm not putting no cherry on top. I'm not saying it real nicely. I'm telling you, this is what I need you. This is what I need you to do. Right? This is what I need you to do. No questions, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And he says, do not be afraid of them, for I am with you to save you. Y'all, this is one of my favorite parts of the verse. John, why is it one of your favorite parts of the verse? Because if we're not careful, well, let me make it about myself. Let me make it about myself. Okay, I ain't gonna make it about you, lose experience. I ain't gonna make it about Charity. I ain't gonna make it about Miss Brittany. I ain't gonna make it about nobody. I'm making it about me. Okay. If I'm not careful, I can feel afraid or fearful to do a thing because I may be worried about what other people are gonna say or other people are gonna think. If that's you in the comments, just drop a 1. Just drop a 1 so I know that's you. So I know I ain't the only one, right? But here, God says, don't be afraid of them. And there's a comma in the text. So that's letting us know, take a pause. Okay. So that's like one of those mic drop moments. Or when somebody's speaking, if y'all have ever seen like movies or seen the presenter and somebody speaks and then they say something and then they just stop for a second and they get quiet because that's a pause for emphasis. So he's saying, do not be afraid of them. For I am with you to save you, declares the Lord. My God in heaven. Y'all, that's it right there. I can't be afraid of what other people are going to think because God told me to do what I need to do. I can't be afraid of what my mama going to think because God told me to do it anyway. I can't be afraid of what the loose experience is going to think because God told me to do it anyway. At the end of the day, when we get into it at the nitty gritty at its core level, we can't be afraid of anybody else. Knowing that God has laid something in our mind, in our head, on our heart, told somebody else to tell us, to speak a word over us. I can't be scared of y'all. I got to do what I got to do because he says, for I am with you to save you. He said that to Jeremiah, and that text still is applicable today to you, to me, to my mama, to my daddy, to my brother, to everybody else I know. My God. We're about to get ready. We're about to get ready to get out here on this text. But look, y'all, I got to take my time on it. I got to take my time. And then it says, then the Lord stretched out his hand and touched my mouth. And the Lord said to me, behold, I have put the words in your mouth. I'm not giving you the opportunity for you to say what you want to say. I'm telling you exactly what I want you to say, and I'm going to have you say it. I put those words in your mouth. See, I have appointed you to this day over the nations, over the kingdoms. Once again, he's reiterating what he told us up above. I have appointed you over nations and over kingdoms. That's a responsibility. That's authority. Okay? To where we don't have time to second guess. Because Jeremiah didn't put himself over nations and kingdoms. The Lord did. And then lastly, to root out and to tear down, to destroy and to overthrow, to build and to plant. He's giving him a framework of what that process is going to look like. But he's letting him know, we don't got time for second guessing, son. You just got to get it done. The challenge for you today, the challenge for me today is to shift our thinking from how we view ourselves to how God views ourselves, right? And I just pray for you and me today. I pray for us. I just pray that God would allow us to see ourselves as he sees us. And then from that point, then we would double down and then we would do what he has challenged and what he has called us to do. So the first thing is today, I challenge you and I pray with you and for you that you would see yourself, that I would see myself, that we would see ourselves, just like God sees Jeremiah here. He saw him to have enough authority to appoint him over the nations and over kingdoms. I pray that over your life today. And I also pray that then you, I, us, then we would have the ability as well as the confidence to root out, to tear down, to destroy, to overthrow, to build, and to plant. Family, that's been straight from the source today. Let us not sit on this word. Let us apply it. Let us see fruit from it, and let us progress forward in it. Looking forward to coming right back with more Speaker Success in the morning. Looking for timeless pieces that make a statement? Discover the Jewelry Department, where elegance meets craftsmanship. Owned by Miguel Contreras and located at 13505 Mumford Place, Suite 103 in Dallas, the Jewelry Department is your destination for stunning, one-of-a-kind pieces designed to elevate your style. From classic designs to modern trends, we offer a curated selection that reflects sophistication and artistry. Because we believe your jewelry should be just as unique as you are. Visit us today at the Jewelry Department, where every piece tells a story. And let us help you find the perfect piece that speaks to yours. The Jewelry Department, elevating your look with elegance and style. Find us at 13505 Mumford Place, Suite 103 in Dallas. All right, family. All right. So, y'all, today is definitely Momentum Monday. And today, what I want to talk about, what I want to do a little bit of, today, I wanted to get into. I want to talk a little bit about this Coco Golf situation, right? Because what was interesting to me was, and we're going to talk about this for a second, and then I have some other content that I want to get into, and it's going to really bless you, going to really benefit you in your life, especially if you are an entrepreneur. And yeah, this is gonna help you out this morning. This is definitely gonna help you out. But first, let me go ahead and play this clip, and then we're gonna come back and talk a little bit about it.
Like, I don't know, I have to check the statistics. I think she won the match not because she played incredible, just because I made all of those mistakes from, like, if you look from the outside, kind of like from an easy balls.
But is it harder because it's the final of the Grand Slam? I mean, these events are so much bigger than everything else.
Hurts. I mean, especially when you've been playing really great tennis during the whole week. You know, you've been playing against a lot of tough opponents, Olympic champion Iga, you know, and then you go out and you play really bad. Like, I don't know, I think if Iga would win me another day, I think she would go out today and she would get the win. It just, you know, like, yeah, it just hurts. Honestly, it hurts. Like, been playing really well, and then in the last match, go out there and perform like I did. That's hurt. I would say so basically that's it. I was just making unforced errors.
Okay, y'all. So what I want to talk about here, I want to hit on this really quick. One, I am not a fan of. I'm not a fan of. If you take a L, you just got to accept that L, right? You got to accept that. You have to accept that L. And I'm not a fan of the young lady who competed and who actually lost to Coco this past weekend.
I don't know. I have to check the statistics. I think she won the.
Her name is Arana Sabalenka. Okay? Arana Sabalenka. And she lost to Coco Gauff. And she was supposed to be, one of the top competitors. And in that interview, what she was saying was, well, if I play better, then I feel, well, she was saying basically that she lost, and not due to Coco playing a better game, but she lost due to the elements. And she lost due to some other factors. And I'm like, come on, bro. Like, at the end of the day, y'all played on the same court. Y'all played the same time of day. The sun might have been on one side more than the other, but at the end of the day, y'all switch sides. So, like, come on. Like, we can't make excuses for losses in our life when we're losing. We just have to accept it and move on. I can't tell y'all, hey, y'all was going to come on and do the show this morning, but I couldn't because I got a baby. Hey, y'all, I was going to do the show this morning for y'all, but I couldn't because, you know what? I overslept. Y'all don't care about that. Like, let's be honest. Y'all don't care, and neither does nobody else anywhere else. Like, you can't get by with that. So we got to stop making excuses, and we just got to start doing what we need to do. So, man, shout out to Coco Gauff. Okay, shout out to her for getting that dub. Shout out to her for winning. Big deal. Excited for her because this is major, man. Like, for real, this is a very big deal for her to be able to step up and for her to be arguably number one in the world. I love to see it. She's put in the work. She's put in the time. And that's it. That's it. Yeah. Okay. So look, let's go ahead and pivot. I don't want to stay here long on that. But today, what I want to talk about today for Momentum Monday, what I wanted to talk about is understanding that, hey, if you're an entrepreneur, and you're catching either the replay of this or you're an entrepreneur and you are watching this the stream right now, just go ahead and let me know something down in the chat. Just let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Hey, the Lucid Experience. Good morning, brother. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. We see you. We see you. We see you. But yeah, let me know down in the chat. And if you're catching a replay, just comment replay in the chat also, because I always like to see who's tuned in, who's tapped in, and who's showing love. So y'all, look, okay, you're an entrepreneur. I know that if you've been out here long enough in these entrepreneurial streets, you've been watching, you've been tuned in, you've been tapped in, and you've been seeing people tell you that there are multiple different ways for you to be successful in business. I'm not going to go too deep on this today, but what I want to do and what I want to break down is there are more than one way. There's more than one way to be successful in business. Okay. So let me just talk about this. There are a few different tiers that you could come to and you can approach and to be successful in business. For one, okay, there's different levels of selling. For some of us, we might be a fan of what they call high ticket sales, right? To where high ticket sales is to where you have a product to where it can be anywhere from, we'll call it 5,000 and up. These are the individuals to where you're selling a product, you're selling a transformation to where the person, they're going to pay a premium price to hopefully get premium service and then be able to get a premium outcome. If that be you get it faster, you get it sooner, maybe it's a done for you type situation. But this is what's called high ticket sales. And this is typically associated with brands or businesses that sell. And with high ticket sales, you don't have to sell as many, right? So a high ticket sale or a high ticket experience could be you selling 5 of these a year, 10 of these a year. Imagine this. Imagine this. Let's say you have a $10,000 product. And with a $10,000 product, if you sell 10 of those throughout the course of 12 months, you've made six figures. High ticket sales. Yeah, I just speaking to us in the morning. Today is Monday Momentum, and I just want to talk a little bit of coaching, a little bit of strategy with you. But then on the other side, right? On the other side, well, let me talk a little bit more about that though. So high ticket sales, more than likely, some people keep it real simple to where they hop on a call with you, they sell something to you, and they may give you access to a program. If you're paying high ticket, you should get some level of access to them also, them or a community group to like meet up with, go to events with type deal. And they should have some level of system in place to where like it's seamless, right? But then on the other side of this spectrum, there's also what they call low ticket sales. Okay? Low ticket sales. And the thing about low ticket sales, we've all seen them, right? We've all seen them before. And low ticket sales can range anywhere from right around $7 to like $27 typically. It could go a little bit higher than that, but typically like around 7 to like 27. And this is where somebody is trying to sell the most amount of these possible. And the reason why you sell this with low ticket sales is because typically it's something that you already created. It's something that's behind a paywall. So somebody pays and they get the product. Typically they get no access or very little, very, very little, if any, access to you, right? We're talking low ticket sales. But the thing about low ticket sales is typically this product will, and it's not a service. You ain't getting no service for low ticket. You shouldn't get a service for low ticket. But the product is going to give you a quick win, right? So you probably can go through this product or this program and you can watch it for a little bit, and then you will be able to like go and do the thing, right? Like a low ticket sales product could be start your own YouTube channel. So you watch the videos, like, okay, cool. Okay. And then after you watch this, now you can go start your YouTube channel. All based off the strength of what you just saw, what you just watched, and what you just tapped into. Okay, this is low ticket sales. Okay, so they have low ticket sales, like I said, can be anywhere from $7 to $27. Then they have high ticket sales, which can be anywhere from $5,000 and up. And I guess mid ticket sale, I don't know if that's even a thing. I don't know. I've never really heard. I really just mainly heard people talk about low and high. But I guess the mid would be in between. So you probably can go from anywhere from like 99 to right around like 2,000, 3,000-ish. Could be like a mid-level type product. In this product, you can get some interaction with the coach, but at the same time, you're not going to be as, it's not going to be, how do I want to word it? It's not going to be as hands-on as high ticket. High ticket, there should be like a hands-on type experience with a coach. Mid-level, you might get like a call with a coach once every month, once every so often type deal. But either way, you have to identify where you fall in all of this, right? If you're a coach, if you're a consultant, if you're a speaker, right? You got to determine, where do I want to fall? What do I want to sell? And how do I want to sell it? And the reason why I want to just hit on that real quick is because, y'all, I've been going through this thought process this weekend. Right? Because there's some people over here talking about high ticket coaching. There's other people talking about, hey, get your people to fill out an assessment. There's other people that's talking about, hey, send these people to a webinar. There's other people that are talking about, hey, send these people to a challenge. And through all this, in addition to some other people talking about, hey, hit people up in the DMs and close sales in the DMs, convert with cash in the DMs. Like, what? Wait, what? To where you will get confused and you will get lost and you will be overwhelmed listening to everybody saying everything online all the time. The fact of the matter is, you have to make a decision what is best for you what's best for your business and what's best for like the life that you want to live. Because my lifestyle, I now have 2 baby boys. And before, when I had 1 baby boy, every single Monday at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, I hosted a call. This is my Get Paid with Podcasting community call. And we would hop on the call and I would talk to them, answer their questions for about an hour. Then I'd hop off and then that was that, right? They got access to a course and they also got access to me on the call. And, we had a group text or group chat, if you will. But that was conducive for my lifestyle at that time. And it kind of really still wasn't because my son would want to run in and want to play. And I'm like, son, no, not right now, son. I'll play with you after the call. But the thing that I had to realize and understand is that like now where I'm at with 2 sons, if I barely could do it with one, if I barely could do it with one, now me having that type of program or trying to do that with 2 sons, it's going to be a lot more difficult than just with one. So you have to assess, for one, what do I want this business to do for me, right? What type of lifestyle do I want this business to create? That's first. And then second, what can I sell based on my experiences, based on my success, based on other people that I've helped? What can I sell to now help me create this lifestyle, right? But after you identify what you can sell, right, that's the product. That's the idea. Okay, is it going to be group coaching? Is it going to be high ticket? Is it going to be low ticket? Is it going to be a digital product? Is it going to be an ebook? Is it going to be a mini course? Is it going to be a physical product? Like, what are we selling here? We need to know and identify that. But then we need to figure out, is it going to be low ticket? Is it going to be high ticket? And the reason why I keep separating those 2 are mid-level. The reason why I keep separating those 3 is because after we identify what level it's going to be at, then we have to identify the strategy around it. Right? So I'm going to talk about this for a little bit and then we're about to go ahead and wrap. But the reason why there are so many different ways and so many different strategies for you to have success selling a product and for people to have success online is because, and this is the struggle that I had in my master's program when I was studying counseling. This is a struggle that I had. There are so many strategies and so many ways that you can sell products. Just like in counseling, there's so many theoretical orientations. It's because some work better for some versus others, right? So listen to me on this. Let me vent for a second. So you're going to see somebody who's going to say, the only way to get more clients is going to be by doing webinars. And then you're going to see somebody else say, nah. The only way to get more clients is by doing challenges. And then you're going to hear somebody else say, no. The only way to get more clients is to slide in DMs. You got to send 100 DMs a day. That's the only way you're going to get clients. Y'all, you can get clients all of these ways. I've gotten clients all of these ways. From webinars, from challenges, from sliding in DMs, from hopping in clubhouse rooms. You can do it any way that works best for your personality and what converts best. But what I just want you to understand today is to pick a way. And I say that because if you try to do all these different ways that other people are talking about, hey, do this, hey, sell it like this, sell it like that, then you're not going to see success. So you need to pick one route, right? This is for my entrepreneurs in the room. If you're an entrepreneur, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button for me just to make sure that I'm blessing you with this content today. Y'all, so we have to make sure that we pick a way, okay? And the reason why I'm on here today, and I'm not going to tell you a specific way, is because I want you to determine which one works best for you. Is it by you hosting your podcast, sending people with a call to action? Is it you doing a webinar? Right? Because look. There are probably about 12 different ways for you to get more clients, okay? One can be sending DMs. One can be doing webinars. One can be doing challenges. One can be doing free training or masterclass. One can be cold outreach. One can be cold calls. One can be doing a podcast with a CTA on it. One can be by giving people a free download. One can be by sending somebody a free ebook. Another one can be through referral business or affiliate marketing, right? That's like 10, 11 right there. But at the end of the day, you need to identify which is best for you. Okay? So today the challenge is identify what works best for you in your business and then double down on that. Put a strategy around it. If it's sending DMs, go ahead, get you a little spreadsheet, little Excel spreadsheet. Go ahead, put some people's names on it. Go ahead, put the people you sent DMs to. Go ahead, put the people that said yes. So have an Excel spreadsheet, have a link where people can pay you, ready, and start sending out some messages, man. Because the thing I'm challenging y'all on is the same thing I'm about to do. And I'm about to try something different now. I've done webinars, done challenges, like I said before, but I'm about to start sending some text messages, man. And I'm about to really try. So Gary Vee said this. How long ago? I don't know how long ago it was, but I saw this clip, and producer Britt sent me this clip, and I was like, Gary said, you want to get more clients? Well, do this. And he talked about sending the messages to everybody in your phone, taking 5 hours to send a message to everybody in your phone, letting them know what business you got going, why you're passionate about starting this business, and maybe this business isn't for those people, but at the same time, you still want to send this message in case they know somebody who could benefit from this business. So I'm telling y'all this as accountability. Now I'm about to turn around and do it. And now I'm going to come back and report the results. Okay, I'm going to report the results, let y'all know what happened, how did it go, and everything like that. But family, I hope this was beneficial for you today, where you are in your journey, because I know we have a lot of entrepreneurs and aspiring entrepreneurs out there who rock and who listen with the show. So I hope this was beneficial content for you. If you need to go back and rewatch the show, go back and rewatch it just so you can hear the different things I broke down, talking about webinars, talking about challenges, talking about different ways to sell a product and different levels of a product. But at the end of the day, you just got to do it. Like Nike, baby, just do it. So family, please remember. First and foremost, we're here Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. Central Standard to 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. Right now, we're 39 minutes after the hour. We still rocking. We still rolling. But also, remember to go and hit that subscribe button, family, so you don't miss any episode as soon as we drop new content. All right? So we're going to go and get ready to get out of here. Remember, speak your success, believe in your greatness, and continue to create the life and business of your dreams. Why should you and why would you live any other